So with real estate, unlike some of these other ways that you might invest through a 401k or through an IRA or into the stock market or into stocks and bonds, real estate is going to appreciate over time. Real estate has a proven track record for wealthy people. If you look at the world's top 1%, every one of them has something in common, and it's that they hold or they make their money in real estate. So if you go out and you create a business and you make tons of money, you're going to store your wealth in real estate. But a lot of people make their money in real estate. We've done really well over the years by being value-add real estate investors. And part of the kind of benefits to being in the real estate game is that over time, you're going to see this appreciation. It's a magical thing, right? Like, it's predictable. It's going to go up. I would say this, and I've said this for years, I can go to sleep at night knowing that I have the house on 123 Smith Street in Orlando, Florida, and that house is going to be there next year. The house is going to continue to collect rents. The house is going to continue to pay for itself and increase in value. So I've been there and done that with the stock market, had quick wins and then massive losses. I didn't like that game at all. I much prefer the predictability of real estate and how it just over time, even when you have a correction and a crash, and we just did back in 2008, had this massive correction and we went through it and it hurt really bad. But because we stuck to it and because we stayed with it, we've been able to get all of the losses back. Had we held on to some of that real estate instead of selling it, at the time we were just buy, fix, and sell, buy, fix, and sell. We weren't doing anything with cash flow. We learned from that crash how to become value-add real estate investors for cash flow. And that, guys, has been the ticket. That has been the golden ticket for the flip-flop flipper to get out of what we would call the rat race. Because for 10 years of my life, even though I was in business for myself and I was buying and selling real estate, I was really doing something where I had created myself a job. And if I didn't buy the next piece of real estate and then fix it up and then sell it, I wasn't going to make any more money. And so because we went through this massive correction, we started to buy things to hold. I wish I had done it earlier. Hopefully you can learn from my mistake and you don't have to go through this long period of time where you buy dozens or hundreds or thousands of pieces of property and make the mistake of not holding on to the really best stuff. So we say all the time on this channel, if you're going to be real estate investors, you need to fight like hell to hold on to some of these pieces of real estate. And when you can buy something, fix it up, get it cash flowing and returning a really nice chunk, you're then stepping outside of what everybody else is doing. You're stepping out of the rat race or the matrix. You're getting away from the trap that society has put us in. Like, the schools teach us to be employees. The employees teach us to work for the dollar, trade time for money, and then the government teaches us to just pay taxes. So all of those are a trap, in our opinion. And if you watch much of our content, you'll learn pretty quickly that we are really not in favor of big government. We really don't love the big business combination with big government. We don't like paying a whole bunch of taxes to the government. We prefer to maintain control of our money, and we believe that we're able to do that through being real estate investors. And you can do it too. So go ahead, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Here's how this long game works in real estate. You buy something, you fix it up, you get it rented out. Over time, rents will rise, values will rise. It may take you some time to fix the property up. Then you're going to have to invest more time to finding that right tenant and getting the cash flow. But if you take the time to do it, if you will invest the time, the effort, and the money, it's always going to be worth it, guys. Wealth is created by owning real estate for a really, really long period of time. It took me a long time to figure this out, as I alluded to earlier, and you guys can learn from my mistakes. You don't have to do what I did. So if you're going to become a real estate investor, go in with the mindset that, yeah, you may need to buy something and sell it quick and get some chunks of money, but you're going to reinvest that money into properties that you're going to hold for the long term. And if you can buy real estate, whether it's single family houses or warehouses or storage facilities, it doesn't matter. It can be strip malls. If you can buy stuff, get it renovated to its highest and best use, become value-add real estate investors, and then get it cash flowing and hold on to that and collect that passive income over time, you're going to hit a grand slam home run every single time. And that's what has been our experience. It took us a long time to figure that out. We were just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Now we fight like hell to keep everything, really. Buy first to keep it the long term. If we happen to sell it because somebody wants it more than we do, well, that does happen. I mean, we're still buying and selling some things, but really our mindset has shifted from buy it. It used to be this. My mindset when I first started out as a real estate investor was that when I bought it today, I was thinking, how much can I sell it for tomorrow? What's the fastest way that I can turn the money? And then I was going to go buy another and then sell that one and go buy another. And I did that for a long time until it caught up to me and hurt me really bad. I wasn't building wealth. I was building myself a job. I was making good money, and I had a high net worth on paper. It wasn't sustainable. I couldn't stop doing it. If Robbie Krager doesn't show up the next day and buy the next property, it was just like any other job. The money was going to stop coming in. And it did for us in 2008, just like it did for a lot of people out there. So I'm encouraging you to buy stuff with the mindset of keeping. Buy stuff with the mindset of holding on to it for a really long time. And that's the way that you're going to create wealth. That's the way that you're going to create possibly generational wealth even. Here's another reason that we believe that real estate is a long game and really the best game that's out there. You can not only just buy this real estate, fix it up and get it rented out and get that cash flow, but you can also easily leverage the real estate that you're buying and fixing and renting so that you can go do more of this. So if we look back to the other markets, the 401ks, the IRAs, if you're going to invest in the stock market, if you're going to invest in really any other way that you can think of to build wealth and to build cash flow, the liquidity that comes with real estate, it's just next level. So it's extremely easy to borrow money against properties that are cash flowing. They call them DSCR loans, and they're available to all of you in the 50 states. And one day, very soon, they're going to be available to us on the island of Puerto Rico. And we can't wait for that. Right now, it's not yet available, but it will be soon. So real estate can provide liquidity through borrowing from the banks, and then you can allow your renters to pay down your mortgages, the money that you borrowed, while you go buy another one and another one and another one, and you can do the BRRRR method. You can buy it, fix it, rent it out, and then repeat. Anyways, guys, real estate provides liquidity. And if you hold stuff for a long period of time, you can use the bank's money, you can have somebody else paying off your debt, and you can be experiencing the passive income, the cash flow that's beautiful, the appreciation that's amazing, tax benefits along the way as writing off the interest that you pay, and then appreciation. This beautiful appreciation is that real estate goes up over time. And if you look through 5-10 year periods of time, you're going to almost always see this trajectory up. Even if you look from 2008 when it crashed, look 10 years out from there, came back and went past where it was back in 2008. By 2018 or 2019, in most spots in the United States of America, the crash happened in 2008, and by 2018, you were back past where that crash went to, and you were up above where it was pre-crash. Yeah, so the last thing that I'll hit on here about why real estate is a long game that you should be playing, and you should be playing this real estate game to win. If you can go into a real estate investing career with the mindset of holding stuff for a long period of time, you're going to be able to de-risk everything that you're doing. You're going to be able to sustain yourself during the times where they get bad. So the real estate, you may buy it at 100,000, you renovate it and you've got it up there and it's worth 250, and then the market crashes a little bit and it dips back down to 200, but you have it rented out. And so you don't have to panic. You don't have to sell. You've got a long-term mindset and you're building wealth. You're doing this for security. You're doing this to build, hopefully, generational wealth, to leave something for your children's children. Whether you decide that that's good or bad for them, that's another video that we can do. But you still want to build the generational wealth because you can leave it to whoever you want to leave it to. Let me recap really quick. Real estate is a long game because you can take advantage of other people's money. You can take advantage of the sweet appreciation. You can earn passive income. You get incredible tax benefits. And over the long haul, real estate appreciates. And appreciation is your friend, your number one friend. Do this, guys. Become real estate investors. Have a portfolio. If you're not going to become a full-time real estate investor, at least have a portfolio that is at 60-70% geared towards real estate and holding real estate for the long term. This is truly how you're going to create wealth. This is how you can get out of the rat race and how you can get out of the trap of the matrix. This is how you can be different than the 98% of the people that are doing the same thing and that are never going to get that financial freedom that you're looking for. You're watching these videos on YouTube because you know that what's set up, the system that's there, that's in place, that you're a part of, it's a trap. And we want you to get out of that trap, guys. We are encouraging you to become an entrepreneur. We are encouraging you to be small business owners. We are encouraging you to be like us, be real estate investors. And if you do it, it'll be worth it. It's provided a great life for us, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to be part of our community. We're not asking you for anything on this YouTube channel. We do this so that we can give back to a community that's given so much to us. And we do this so that one day, if you find the deal of a lifetime and you want to partner with us, we want to do deals with people inside of this community. We're going to start businesses with people inside of this community. We're going to own real estate with people inside of this community. That's what we're doing here, guys.